Hello, when it comes to investing, you will certainly require the service of a stockbroker. Unlike the common markets, you walk into a store to buy items, or you walk into the market to transact, or you go to sell. When it comes to buying or selling shares, you can't do it on your own. You will need the service of a stockbroker. A stockbroker acts as an intermediary, as a middleman between the buyer and I'm the seller of securities. So in this particular setting, the market participants don't need to meet physically. You don't know who you are buying your shares from. You don't know who you are selling to. And the person does not know who is buying from and doesn't equally know who is selling to. So the participants don't get to meet. The transaction is done through the intermediary known as a stockbroker. When it comes to investing, it's very important you get a competent, prominent, and highly capitalized stockbroker so as to be able to really enjoy your investment journey. My name is Tom Prince. You are welcome to Fininvest Niger. I've been investing for the past 19 years and almost 20 years now. I want to talk about the top 10 performing stockbrokers in the market. In the Nigerian market, you might choose from any of these ones as you commence your investment journey. Number one here is Cardinal Stone Securities Limited. Cardinal Stone Securities Limited is a prominent stockbroker, and they made transactions. The company made transactions worth 2 trillion naira within the span of 11 to 12 months last year. A total transaction of over 2 trillion naira, representing 19.93% of the overall value of transactions in the market. Now, you should know the difference between value of transactions and volume of transactions. Volume represents the actual naira amount, whereas the volume essentially talk about the number of transactions carried out in the market. Let's take note of this. So this particular table is dealing with the value of transactions in the market. That's why you have the naira amount indicated in the table against each of these stockbrokers. The second one here is Chapel Hill Denham Securities. Chapel Hill Denham Securities is a prominent stockbroker as well. They just recently launched the I think it should be Invest Niger. The Invest Niger apps belongs to this particular company. The company made transactions totaling about the total transactions there is about 962 billion naira, amounting to 9.11% of the overall value of transactions in the markets. You could see what the company did, the total of 962 billion naira in transactions. Then we go to the next one. The next company there is Stanbic IBTC Stockbrokers. Stanbic IBTC is somewhat related to the Stanbic IBTC Bank. They equally have a pension arm as well as asset management arm. This is the brokerage arm of the company. The company made the transactions worth 692 billion naira, representing 6.54% of the total transactions in the market. And not only that, we have followed by four security brokers. This I think should be related to First Bank, First Securities and Brokers Limited. The company made executed trades, buy and sell trades for themselves and on behalf of their clients worth 616 billion naira. This represents 5.84% of the overall market, as it has to do with the total value of transactions. Then followed by Codro Securities Limited. Codro Securities Limited is also a very is quite a prominent stockbroker in the market. They executed trades or transactions worth 572 billion naira, which amounted to 5.41% of the overall value of transactions in the market. Then we go to EFG Hermes Nigeria Limited. EFG Hermes Nigeria Limited. This the parent company is based abroad, but the subsidiary in Nigeria is a brokerage company known as EFG, and the company made 436 billion naira in total transactions for the past 11 months in the market, representing 4.13% of the overall value of transactions in the market. And it is followed by Meristem Stockbrokers Limited. Meristem Stockbrokers Limited. These are the owners of the Meritrade, the popular Meritrade investment apps. When it comes to ranking investment apps in the market, this is always among the top four. Meritrade is always among the top four in the market. And the company made a total value of transactions amounting to 428 billion naira, which gives you 4.05% of the overall market. And not only that, we come to APT Securities and Funds Limited. APT Securities and Funds Limited. This company executed transactions worth 342 billion naira in the market, which represents 3.24% of the overall value in the market. Then we have United Capital Securities Limited. United Capital Securities Limited is also a stockbroker, and this company made executed transactions amounting to 280 billion naira, which is represents 2.65% of the overall market. And then lastly, we have CLS Stockbrokers Limited. This company did transactions worth 233 billion naira in the market, representing 2.21% of the overall trades, buy and sell trades in the market. So these companies are there, the brokers are there to actually service their clients as well as buy and sell shares for themselves and also on behalf of their clients. You don't only execute trades, orders. Some of them equally provide what is called margin loan. Like Meritrade does that Meristem does that. They will lend you money using your shares as collateral, which of course you pay interest at the end of the agreed periods. And it might interest you to note that the total of the overall value of transactions in the markets here for the past 11 months amounted to 6.6 trillion naira. Now the question is this: look at the amount of transactions in the market. Why are you not involved in the market? Why are you missing out? Why are you not part and parcel of the people who are deriving or creating wealth from the stock market? So this particular video is for you. Don't allow me to make this video in vain. I want you to come and participate in the wealth creation activities that is inherent in the stock market. Other brokers that are worth mentioning are Morgan Capital Securities. They have what is called the Morgan iTrade. You have Coronation Securities Limited. You have GTI Securities Limited. This might be linked to Guarantee Trust Bank. You equally have Betiva Capital Management, also a broker, as well as Rencap Securities Nigerian Limited. You discover that the top 10 players in the market commands a total value of 62.57%. And we have about 200 stockbrokers in the market. So the top 10 commands as high as 62.57%, more than half of the overall transactions in the market. So the remaining ones now take whatever remains, maybe around 30 something percent of what remains in the market. These are the big players. Now, somebody may ask about how about apps like Bamboo, like Chaka, like Truth, like is it Rise or so, Cowrie and the rest. Those ones are simply investment apps. They are not stockbrokers. They are okay, but if you really want to get into serious investing, diligent investing, I would recommend you pick amongst these ones indicated here, because the investment apps they are serving like should I say, let's use military analysis. They are just like pistols. You are going to battle with a pistol, but these are the machine guns and the rifles of the markets. So why not use a rifle or a machine gun instead of using a pistol? You have a better experience using these any of these ones than simply using your phone, to be carrying out serious investing. All right. So I recommend these ones. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Don't forget to share and help me. All right. I'm depending on your help, your assistance, your encouragement to reach out to at least 1 million Nigerians with the investment message. Nigerians in the country and those in the diaspora. And I'm counting on your support in these regards.